Right. Right. Here we are with the roving reporter once again. This time fortunate enough to have the conference organisers, Henke and Johan. Thanks for joining me.
Cheers.
Cheers. Without you
Oh,
guys,
there you go. There you go.
without you guys, we wouldn't be here. So fantastic. It's just saying 2012 was big. It was a fantastic conference. I know personally I really enjoyed it, and you could see the hard work that went into it and the effort. And 2013 is shaping up to be the same. So we're on the verge of 2013. Just want to sort of ask you a few questions about what you're thinking. Yeah,
Absolutely. Sounds great. Sounds great.
Yeah. So there's been some planning involved, obviously. What would you say some of the successes have been in planning for 2013?
Well, some of the successes. I mean, once again, the community has joined in to make this another successful happening. Basically, it felt more or less the only thing you had to do was to say, let's test 2013, come back here, and then everybody did.
Well, I think it was very much about timing here, getting the right people in the right environment at the right time. I think there was demand or wish for creating something different, something that we didn't have before, and we just happened to be able to do that.
Certainly in Europe, this is kind of novel, isn't it?
It is.
This idea. And so does the timing fit outside of Cast and Star and Eurostar? Do they all come later?
Yeah, exactly. So I think.
Oh, you mean like sure? Yeah, absolutely.
So in terms of timing, it's great.
Timing, it's also good. We found a slot here where people actually are available. We don't collide with other big conferences, so people have time slots to actually travel here.
I know from my perspective, it's like being invited to a house party. It's just like, I'm throwing a party, you're more than welcome to come.
I mean, that's the best reference of it, I think, and that's the atmosphere we're trying to create here.
Yeah.
And for us, it's the same feeling. We're inviting our mates to come in, and everyone is just having a blast.
That's it. I mean, when you walk in the door and everyone's patting each other's hands.
Yeah, exactly.
It's lovely, really lovely. Fantastic. Okay, so moving on to some of the challenges that you've had. So for between 2012 2013, you've taken a decision to let's put another one on.
Yeah.
What's been the tough part of that?
I think the most obvious thing here and the major fear is not to fuck this up, basically, right?
Yeah.
So we had an enormous success the first time last year when we did it. It was tremendous. It was much more than we even dreamed of, and that put some pressure of how are we gonna top this, or can we make it as good as last year?
Yeah.
Now we have a reference point. We have raised the bar, and that puts some pressure. And of course, you need to innovate. You want to do some new things, but at the same time, you don't want to lose your soul in it.
Of course, yeah. When you did. You set the bar very high for the last one.
Yeah, that maybe wasn't a good thing for us.
Oh no, definitely. Just push yourself even harder.
Absolutely.
Good. Anything from you, Adam?
No, I mean, that's exactly right. Exactly right. We want to do it again. We want to do it in the same way, but at the same time do something fresh and not mess it up in the process.
Yeah, fantastic. And I'd like to quick question on the presenters. So now, so last year Michael Bolton was here for a short period. Now he's for the whole duration.
Yes.
You've now got you've got James back as well.
Yeah.
So was James Back's decision made for him on the back of the success of last year? Do you think?
Actually, that's what happened. I think the day after we closed last year, or 2 days after, I just got a call from James saying, "When are you guys gonna do next one? Because I need to block that off in my agenda."
That's awesome.
And that's
accreditation itself, isn't it?
It's awesome. It's fantastic. Yeah. That's something we're so happy to have all these amazing speakers.
Absolutely.
But not only that, also the attendance. So many great brains, so many fantastic, respectable people are here attending this and contribute to taking part of it. It's amazing.
Yes.
That is the big thing. I mean, we have the sessions, we have the speakers, but the people who are actually here conferring with each other upstairs now and tomorrow and throughout the conference, talking to each other and exchanging experiences and exchanging ideas, and you know, that's what we want to create basically by putting the program as a facilitator for that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sorry, fantastic. Just to talk about the facilitating. So I was lucky enough to be part of Let's Sweat today. And you look at the names that are in that kind of peer conference, and so obviously I'm learning how to be a facilitator, and just the ability to fail, but in such a comfortable environment where you know it's okay to fail because they're just going to pick you up and go, yeah, that happened for whatever reason. But it's the fact that everyone who you see outside of the conference and what they're writing about, and you see them, they're up there on this pedestal, and then when you're in the room with them, they are just the same as you and I, just looking to share their ideas. Okay, so they may have had some different experiences to you, but they are just the same as you and I, and it's just like really nice to see that.
Yeah, and that's one of our missions also, to do that, to get everyone actually interacting with us. We don't have any speakers dinner where the stars run off and don't mingle with the attendants and all this crap. You know, everyone is equal. We share experience, we have fun, we drink lots of beer and wine and enjoying the time here.
That is awesome. It's just great. Put everyone on that same level, and it's just like no one feels that they're above anyone else.
No,
and you don't get that impression either.
I think you need to be approachable in this community, otherwise you're not in it.
Yeah, good call. Yeah,
So.
yeah, I like that. Cool. And so just a final one. This might be a bit of an obvious question. What are you looking forward to the most out of 2013? So you loved 2012. You obviously thought there was something in it for 2013. Come to you first. Thank you. What do you want to get out of 2013?
My hope is that the people here get to know each other better, building relationship, meeting new mates, expanding their network, and that the community is getting stronger and producing much more of these brilliant ideas that are out there already, and just spreading our mission here.
Yes.
I think that's, if we can help with that, then we're done.
Fantastic.
Absolutely, yeah, same here. I mean, I hope that what we saw last year and before last year even, people forming small communities throughout Europe, if we can see that continue to grow, and if we can be a small part in that, bringing people together, meeting for the first time maybe, and they can go back home and just continue on doing that, and meeting for workshops and meeting for other smaller conferences in their respective countries, and showing the testing world of Europe that there are alternatives to ISTQB way of thinking. We can actually exchange ideas much more openly. It can be much more fluidly. You don't have to do it and walk down the same path in the same way every single time you do a testing project. You can actually look at the context and be context driven. It works. And
so,
it works.
Dunk, I have a question to you.
Go.
So you were here last year,
I was.
and obviously you came back for some strange reasons, right?
Yeah.
So you're here now. What are your expectations comparing to next year, or last year?
Last year, sorry, yeah. Wowzers, yeah, okay. So last year I wasn't as actively involved in the conference, but I could see again the effort that went into it, the time, the consideration, and the amount that I got out of it. I thought I definitely want to come back next year if they have one. And obviously it came up, and I was just like, right, okay, I want to see what I can do to help, because I could, as I said, saw what went into it. Let's see if I can help make that same again and take some of the pressure off you guys.
And you sure do. You sure do.
Well, we try. Every little helps, right?
Absolutely.
But yeah, obviously now the joy is, so there's obviously this roving reporter thing, which is good fun. There's obviously, I'm trying to help with the facilitating, which is the more serious side of things. I did refer to it as a facilitating lark, and Paul took offence that I can't think why. Yeah, but yeah, so the facilitator training today was fantastic, and I'm hoping that the sessions I'm facilitating aren't going to be as intense as some of the law style conferences that they've had to facilitate, because they sound quite intense.
Can be.
Absolutely, yeah.
But they drilled me today. It was quite good, and someone was pushing me, and it was great because it was a great way to learn. So.
Excellent.
But again, just to hook up with friends again, and it's just so nice to be welcomed. I mean, that's the key thing, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's building a safe environment.
Yes, a safe environment that you can try things out, and you're not going to get laughed at. It's, yeah, just being made to feel welcome.
Cool.
Yeah, it's all good.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Thanks,
Excellent.
guys.
Thank you.
Cheers. All the
Cheers.
best to see you in the conference,
Ah,
and
absolutely.
hopefully let's have a chat towards the end.
Looking
do
forward
that.
to it
Yeah.
and see what went wrong.
That won't be